Hi people! Today I'm going to review this book. The author, as you can see here, it's Cassandra Clare, and it's the second book in the Dark Artifices series, and it's called Lord of Shadows. I really like this series by Cassandra Clare because when she began writing them long ago, I fell in love with the characters that she created and the world she created and everything that happened to them. I really enjoy reading about it because it was these stories were very sound, but what I did love was the fact that all the interactions between the characters and the things that happens to them, it's like they are testing their abilities or their loves or consequences and actions and everything, and I love how you can see how the characters keep growing and you see a maturity coming to them. And yeah, there's some characters that stay as they were at the beginning, but the majority of them just keep changing and evolving and staying true to themselves, and that's something that I really enjoy with these books. I have to say that with this new saga, I was surprised to see that you have a couple of girls who are lovers, and also you have a couple of guys who are gay. And I love seeing these kind of things because I see homosexuals as just like, you know, it's completely normal. And I think that if people grew up reading about them in books and whatnot, it's like kids will see it as normal. I mean, there won't be prejudices, there won't be, you know, judging or anything. So I think that it's very good in this book. We have these two couples, two girls, two guys, so, you know, everyone can see themselves reflected in the book too. And also in this book, we find for the first time the term transgender, and I love it. So being born a boy but feeling like you're a girl, yeah, you know, I don't want to talk about it a lot because it's like one big revelation and I don't want to spoil it for you, but you know, just know that there is things like that in this book, which I love because you know, Shadowhunters are Nephilim and they come from angels, and seeing books like that making that kind of a statement, like no homophobia please, I think it's great, really. Also, I love this book because this book is about, if you remember Malcolm, the warlord, he's kind of alive, and he gets the black volume of the deed, and he raises his lover. She was dead, and you know, she makes her appear again. And well, everyone wants the book. The Faeries, the Shadowhunters, the person who has it, because she says that it's a bad book and that only danger and blood can come from it. So everyone is looking for this book, and we can see like unholy alliances, if you will, and we get to see more of the Faerie world, and I loved this book a lot. The only thing that was a bit of a letdown for me, and it's not exactly a letdown, was Julian, because I don't like him. You know, sometimes it happens, you cannot like every character in a book, but I'm seeing, if you remember, he has a kind of relationship with Emma. They are parabatai, but they also love each other, and they discover in the first book that they cannot act on this love, because if they do, they will be put in danger themselves and will put everyone they love in danger too. So they try to, you know, to not be in love, but yeah, good luck with that. And I don't know if this is a result of that, of the influence of these feelings on him, or just because he's like an ass, sorry. But Julian, it's, for me, it was very irksome. So yeah, he was always hungry, he was always mad, he was always screaming, he was, oh, you know. Emma I love, but he not so much. So that was the only thing that when I was reading, and there were parts in which they were talking about love or feelings or just the two of them together, I was like, oh please, I want to read about someone else. Because in this book we get to see more of Mark with Kieran. If you remember him, he was one of the Wilhelm members, and we get to see more of the relationship and also how they interact with Christina. So we have this like these three people, you know, spiraling in this relationship they have. And we also get to see more of Kit, the guy who the Shadowhunters rescued and discovered that he was a lost Shadowhunter, and he's like he doesn't know if he feels like one or he wants just to be a mundane. But he gets to know Ty and Libby, and I like this relationship. I also like the fact that Ty is has autism, and that Kim knows it because it's like a thing that it's normal in mundane society. But Shadowhunters, which doesn't know about mundane medicine, just think that he's a little bit, strange or different, but they don't know that he has autism. So I like to see these interactions with this character and seeing how it is also normalized in this book. I think it works great, and the relationship they have between them, it's amazing. And there's also more about Diana. If you know her, remember her, she was there like some kind of tutor of the kids. And every character that has appeared in this book for me has been great. Yeah, Julian, no, but besides him. And I also love the story that's being told in this book, but what ending? I was reading, and it was one of those what the fuck moments. I was thinking, no, it cannot end like here, like that, because it's only like 2 or 3 pages left, and then suddenly it ends, and you're left like, oh my god, I want to know what happens. How can Cassandra just let the book end like this? I mean, I'm going to bite my nails until I get to read the 3rd one. I want to know what happens, don't you? I mean, I don't know if you have read this one, but I highly recommend it, as I do all the Shadowhunters books, because I love this series and I love Cassandra as a writer. But if you have read this one already, you are probably just thinking like me, like, what? What kind of ending is that? We need to know more. We demand more. When is the 3rd book going out? Okay, so yeah, I hope that you get to read this book, and if you want to chat about it, you can hit me a comment in here. Okay, thank you, bye!